land, and you're not very mobile. So we're seeing Tarzan using his mobility to dive directly into the back line and gets taken out right away. Now the rest of Cloud9 are trying to make the team fight work, but the Ash Arrow comes across the Rift. Griff now having to flash away. Can't get enough damage down with the bullet time, and wow, that's a triple kill for YikeZ.
Tarzan steals the Dragon, says thank you for the leash, flashing over, gets the kick on to Hoon, doesn't find the killing blow quite yet, but allows for the rest of Cloud9 to fall up on Iraqi Zoro, but now YikeZ, he's the huge Ray boss, but a nice death sentence does land on Nagoon, forces his flash out, but he does not go down, and Cloud did more damage in that game, in that fight alone over the entire game, as now a huge fight erupts. 3-man Wild Growth gets a knock-up, and Tarzan doesn't get a chance to finish off Goon, but thankfully Griff gets the full channel down, but will fall to YikeZ, and now can the rest of Cloud9 members deal with the remaining advantage that Immortals choke points where Griff is uninterrupted, but it's a beautiful crystal enchanted arrow, not only getting the stun into Tarzan, but Jackie as well, being it an AoE stun ability. Jackie has been routed off, no flash available, 2 members of Cloud9 gone, and Immortals begin their siege through the Dragon.
Hey everyone, welcome back. As promised, in today's video we're going to be going over our game, Immortals versus Cloud9. This one is going to be quite interesting, so let's just go ahead and start with the draft and go through the game and tell you guys everything that went down in this game. Alright, so first we're going to go over our draft. As you guys can see, we first picked Ashe, and we took Lulu, Renekton, Xin Zhao, and Orianna. Ashe being one of the best ADCs right now in the game. With the engage she has, she gives you a lot of vision, and she has lane prio. That's why we took Ashe. Lulu just being there to support, and she actually happens to work really well with Renekton, Xin Zhao, and Orianna as well, so we're gonna be locking in that. And then looking at the Cloud9 side, as you guys can see, they're going Gragas, Lee Sin, Ziggs, Thresh, and Misfortune. Pretty simple stuff, default stuff. Not sure about the Misfortune. Maybe they were just trying to see if they can get the prio from Ashe. As you guys know, Ashe has a lot of range, and she does have like her kid, which helps her out to help like people across the map with her global ults and like the vision and everything. So I think they were just trying to shut down and kind of try it out. I've never seen them play on Misfortune before. So obviously this is something new, and they were kind of just holding it for a tournament. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff. As you guys can see, our bot lane is already trading, doing a pretty good job. Enemy team is kind of zoned out, so this is again why you pick Ashe, just because of the prio she has. Ashe actually gets hooked here, so they're gonna get poked down. Pretty default stuff from me. I am in the jungle. Basically what I do right now is just do my raptors and then get the red and then go in the mid lane, and from there you guys are gonna be able to see us like skirmish it down in the mid lane and stuff like that. But yeah, basically pushing the bot lane once again. Ashe, Lulu have a decent prio because of the range and the poke they have. As you guys can see, enemy jungler Tarzan is in the mid lane as well, so I'm gonna have to show up here, get level 3, and try to kind of poke them out and everything like that. So right here, I'm just gonna try to clear my wave one more time with my mid laner. Seems like our support actually gets caught here, so that's gonna be the first spot for Lee Sin. Amazing job by the Cloud9 team, having the ward in the tri-bush, being able to see Lulu. She kind of overextended to pop the bloom down there. As you guys can see, there's a ward there. She popped the bloom, but enemy was able to go ahead and catch him coming back to the lane. He could have flashed and saved himself, but he didn't, so now they have lane prio in the bot lane, meaning that enemy is going to try to force something, maybe even a dive, but it's not going to work out. Lee Sin is going to get poked out, and Thresh is pretty low, so they're going to have to back out. Over here, my mid laner Hoon. This is again goes to Hoon from, a lot of people know him from Mobile Legends, but that's not the only game he plays. But yeah, this is the Hoon from Mobile Legends, if you guys are wondering. And he got a solo kill, which is pretty good, and now he's going to go back and get himself executed, so enemy doesn't get any gold out of it. One more time, Ashe recalling, support going to get vision. I just wanted to kind of get some few minions in the mid lane. They were dying, so Hoon couldn't have last hit them. I wanted to kind of last hit them, you know, get the little extra gold for your boy out here, so we can carry. But yeah, another replay of the first blood. Again, pretty good stuff by the enemy team. The Thresh landing that hook was massive, and the Lee being there, so pretty good rotations. Going back to the roots, just doing my jungle. I mean, you guys are gonna probably just see mostly my bot lane and mid lane due to the fact that jungle in the first like 6 minutes is just basically farming, so there's not gonna be a lot of focus on me. But later in the game, you guys are gonna be able to see more engages and everything from me. Maybe next time I'm gonna be okay. So we're gonna go here. Lee Sin plays really aggressively, tries to go on Orianna over the wall. I see that coming, so I'm gonna be able to go ahead here. And with my team falling off with the Ash arrow, I'm gonna be able to go back on the Ziggs and Misfortune in the back. Just avoid the trash. And right here, we're gonna be able to get a pretty quick triple kill in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And getting a triple kill like that on Xin Zhao, who is a champion that kind of thrives on kills and getting items early on, is pretty important in this game for us, and you guys are gonna be able to see that throughout the game. So right here, I'm gonna be able to clear the wave. And I have my Trinity available already at 3 minutes 30 seconds. And that's pretty insane. If you guys don't know, getting Trinity this early on is pretty hard. Like, I don't think you are going to be able to do that unless you get like 3 kills, at least 2 kills minimum, and some kind of waves as a jungler. So this is pretty massive. Able to get my Trinity. Pretty good stuff. And the build you guys are going to see during this game is going to be a little bit different than the normal Xin Zhao builds. I kind of brainstormed a new build for Xin Zhao while I was kind of preparing for this tournament. Right before this, we had like kind of like a warm-up screen where we practice against another team, just like kind of trolling around. I was able to kind of come up with a Sunfire Abyssal Mask build for Xin Zhao. It kind of really makes sense if you guys like put it in perspective, and it's really good too because you're tanky and still do damage because of the Sunfire burn, and you can proc Sunfire in like 2 skills, like literally, just because of how fast Xin Zhao is with his auto attacks and, you know, skill usage. So you guys are gonna be able to see that, but that's beside the point. But yeah, just keep looking at my build. My build is actually pretty insane, especially against their comp. As you guys can see, they have Ziggs, Gragas, and Misfortune. So they and Trash as well. So they have a lot of both mixture of physical and AP. So going that Sunfire is gonna give me a lot of health. I'm gonna be able not to die as easily in team fights, and also Abyssal Mask is gonna give me some magic resistance, and also it's gonna help out a lot with the tankiness. So as you guys can see, I am gonna pick up the item that builds into Sunfire. Is gonna help me a lot with my clear too. Right here, my top lane is doing pretty good. Actually, Rocky played this series really well. He was able to manage the Gragas in his lane, poke him out, even win some of a lot of the 1v1s. As you guys can see, Gragas is heading down to the river to kind of ward it. And I'm just gonna help my mid laner clear the mid lane here. Listen in the bush. We see that. We know that the ward is there. Bot lane still doing pretty well. It's kind of even. We just took a few tower poke. Our tower is pretty low due to the fact that they were able to dive early on into the game. Kind of looking for a bot gank here, and my team is following up. So right here, next wave after Scuttle, we should be able to go for it. Yeah, the enemy team is gonna push up a little bit. My mid laner has prio. He cleared the wave and everything. So this should be a really good gank. Like, we're just gonna go around the wall. Enemy team does not have a wave. Okay, so we decide to not gank here. Actually, we're just gonna go back to the mid lane, and I'm gonna recall. Okay, I think I ult here. We're gonna just ignore that. That ult was pretty fun. Yeah. So the ult here was not intentional. Like, I know the caster said, like, I did it to make it fast so I can clear the wave, but no, it was a misclick. As you guys know, I have pretty big hands, so kind of was like using 4 fingers, and my 4th finger kind of penned the map down a little too hard, I guess, and I hit the ultimate button. But yeah, it was not intentional. Even though we did that, we were able to win the game, so it wasn't too troll, happily. But yeah, seems like Lee Sin is going for a lane gank, but that's not gonna work out. They're just gonna put a ward down in the tri bush. They probably have vision of me right now, so that's what they're recalling. They know that The 3v3 skirmishes is gonna go our way due to the fact I'm really fed. I have like the most gold in the game right now. So enemy has to really be careful. So I have my Trinity, Sunfire item, and then also my Mercury boots. Pretty good at this point. All I gotta do is pick up an enchantment item after this. Okay, right here they go on the bot lane, so we get a call and I'm gonna have to dive here 100%. So I'm gonna use all my skills, try to go in. We get the misfortune, and right after this we get the Thresh as well. So a 1-for-2 trade, not too bad. And our team did pretty well. I like the engage that we had. I like how we communicated to trade the kill that was going down in the top lane. We saw Lee Sin there, and we knew that we have to kind of push the numbers that we have, the number advantage we have in the bot lane, and go for it. Yeah, as you guys can see, Lee Sin goes onto the Renekton. Just a simple 1v1. Pretty good stuff. Skill management. Okay, Ziggs gets a little bit engaged as well, and they're going to be able to take that. Gragas comes in. I'm kind of looking for a turn here. I do not want to do this dragon, knowing that I have a Ziggs and misfortune. One of our teammates, Lulu, gets blown up, and Lee Sin secures the dragon. I couldn't really go in, so I'm just going to go back and peel for my team. We're able to kill them. I'm doing a lot of damage, and as you guys can see, I'm pretty massive in the game. So as long as I stay alive, basically, the enemy team cannot win the team fights. There you go. Misfortune was so fast here. I remember the Yomu's Ghost Blade and her like passive on her, I believe it's her W, just makes her so fucking fast. It's not a W, it's the E, I believe. Yeah, it's the E. But yeah, she was so fucking fast and I could not catch up, so I probably should have chased the Ziggs. Even though he had flash, I probably would have been able to caught up just because his movement speed is really low. Ash had a good ultimate there, but was not able to secure anything like that. Yeah, Ash was pretty much caught out of the team fight, but now she joins and she's able to help me out a lot. The slows are insane again, like just Ash is nutty. She's gonna get hooked here too. I should have probably tanked the hook, but everything worked out anyways. We are able to go ahead here and just recall and get vision on the top side. Gonna get the Krogs here. Enemy seems to have a lot of people up here, so we're gonna kind of try to back. Maybe we can look in the mid lane here. Ziggs does have a ward in that bush, so we're gonna have to clear that when our next sweeper is up. There you go. Gragas Renekton swapping lanes. Seems like Misfortune wanted top lane, so Gragas goes bot, and also we see that coming, so we tell our solo laner Araki go to the bot lane as well. Not bad. I am 5-0 right now. Pretty good on gold, and also I am not afraid to engage right now just because of the fact I have the tank item I wanted, and also I have Trinity. Trinity just super nutty. I love this item on every jungler that I play. Sometimes I go Black Cleaver, but Trinity is one of my most favorite items in the game after like Yomu's Ghost Blade. Yomu's Ghost Blade is definitely the item that I like the most in the game, especially on Lee Sin. Just broken item, even though it was nerfed. Lee Sin here goes for a kick Q, and seems like that they're going to go for another dive in the top lane for us. So I'm going to go ahead here and try to go for the Gragas. I'm going to try to help my team to counter dive, and we're going to be able to kill him. Good stuff. Yeah, Hoon and Lulu are going to go down, so Orianna and Lulu going to get caught there. And they had a pretty nice play actually. So this time, instead of we lose 3 people for 1, so it's actually not a good trade, but we still able to get the tower. I could have kind of maybe chased Ziggs here and stuff, but I doubt I was going to be able to kill him due to the fact that he has flash. Knowing that, I just pushed the tower and kind of just got a little bit of a gold, so we didn't lose much. But yeah, as you guys can see, they're going to show the replay from the top lane fight. Lee Sin, we saw the kick already. Seems like Thresh does a lot of work here with the wave coming in. Does he land a flash hook? Yeah, he does land a flash hook. What a god. Nice job. That's actually really hard to do in Thresh. And does he land another hook? Yeah, he lands another hook. So yeah, Thresh carried this fight with Lee Sin. Good stuff, guys. But yeah, 1-for-3 trade. Not too bad. We got a tower. They got a tower too. So sort of even. Anyways, Bot lane pushing in, dragon coming up in 20 seconds. Both teams have to prepare for this. There you go. We're gonna get a really good ult on Thresh, catching him out, and Gragas here. So it's gonna be a fight starting as a 5v3 right now, and then Orianna gonna get kicked here. This was super insane. If you guys take a look, this was nutty. Like, Tarzan actually carried that fight. He was able to kick Hoon because they have a ward. As you guys can see, they have a ward in that pixel bush there. He was able to kick Hoon back into Misfortune's range, where he was able to ultimate and combo. On top of that was the Ziggs. So the Ziggs Misfortune ult combo was ridiculous and literally killed all of my backline. Like Ashe, Lulu, and also Orianna disappeared. And it actually worked only because they knew that I didn't have ultimate. So me using ultimate was pretty bad early on there. I should have probably just wait for them to engage on me, then use my ultimate. But yeah, the Misfortune and Ziggs did God's work there, and it kind of put them back in the game a little bit. They have 3 dragons now, so their win condition is getting Elder Dragon now, and once they get that, they're literally gonna melt us. So we kind of knew that we have to kind of finish the game in the early stage, in maybe in the next few minutes before Elder comes up. So I'm always like hovering on my teammates right now. I know that they have a really easy time engaging on my squishy targets, meaning like Ashe, Lulu, Orianna. They don't have much of a health. They have a lot of damage. So right here I see my mid lane getting caught. So I just literally just go there and ultimate 4 or 5 people here. 4 people. Toss Lee Sin back into the tower. Ashe is able to ult again. Misfortune going nuts. Misfortune just sits down. I'm going to be able to kill 3 people here. And also Gragas coming in. We're going to be able to kill. And as you guys can see, I did not die during this fight. And this is just like thanks to my new build that I was able to find. I feel like a lot of people are going to... I don't know if people are going to adapt to my build, but I think it's really broken on Xin Zhao. I'm obviously going to keep using it. So... yeah, it's definitely like a build that you don't see normally, but I think is really good. Like, I feel like Abyssal Mass is such an underrated item. Like, if you have like a really good hard hitter mid laner or like a mage in your team, I think Abyssal Mass is gonna help a lot. The 15% bonus damage in the area is gonna help a lot. Lulu pushing bot lane. We all had to recall. Gonna take my buffs, or actually help my teammates with the buffs. And then I'm going to try to go down to the mid lane or the bot lane, see what we can do. Seems like that they're looking for Lulu in the bot lane. So Lulu knows that. He calls it for us. And I kind of head down bot. Maybe we can catch them. Seems like we're going to be able to here, looking at the positioning on the minimap. Yeah, we're going to be able to go on the Lee Sin. Ashe arrow comes in. I'm going to dash into Lee Sin. Lulu ultimate comes in, gets a knock up. And with my ultimate, Lee Sin gonna get bursted, and right here Thresh should be dead as well. Pretty good follow up by my team, really well done. And I'm just gonna go up here, kind of just play around with the Misfortune, keep her guessing when the wave is coming up. But yeah, pretty good map control by the team. That double kill is pretty good right there too. The timers are like 40 seconds now, so enemy's gonna have a hard time. I remember here Ziggs and Misfortune were kind of trying to defend against me. And right here, you guys are going to be able to see me to kind of dive on the Misfortune here. There you go. Right here, I believe I jump on her. And I was going to be able to kill her if she didn't have Zhonya's, but she kind of just hourglasses and like heals away. Her Nectar is going to be able to follow that up with his dash and kill. We're going to get an inhib tower here. And another inhib tower should go down in the mid lane. We have the numbers advantage. Ziggs ult does so much damage. We still should be able to get it. Nice ult from Ashe. Lee Sin is gonna Zhonya and W away. Flash now. Pretty good stuff. Wow, what a Zhonya's by Gume. Good stuff. And we're gonna be able to finish off the first game right here. And there my GA pops. Amazing. Just our team coordination was great this game. Me early on being able to get those kills, getting that items early on, and just like, you know, snowballing our win. It was just amazing. But yeah, 1-0 to Immortals. And let me know what you guys think of this series. Do you guys like me going over our games and kind of commentating as the commentators commentate, I guess? Not much of a commentator, just kind of like going over it. But yeah, if you guys want to see my POV, my like basically how I played from my side, let me know. Maybe I could record next time. But if you guys still want it, let me know. I could just go record the POV where I just show my pathing, my jungle, and everything. Maybe that's gonna be a lot more easier to go on and talk about. But yeah, basically this was our first game. The next game was a Lee Sin game, so that's gonna be coming up probably in the next video. I'm gonna cut the video here now. Again, let me know if you guys have any feedback. I'm gonna be coming back to YouTube. There's gonna be a lot of more videos, so that's gonna be exciting. Make sure you guys come back. And much love, everybody. And I'll see you guys in the next video where I'm gonna be playing Lee Sin against CLOUD9 on our game 2 and gonna be going over it. See you guys and take care.